All right, hi everybody, John Meadows here, and we're back to train back. It's fall, it's getting cold, so I thought today we would do a fall bulk workout. So the reps are going to be a little bit lower today. The weight will be a little bit heavier, probably like a medium volume, probably 5 exercises, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. But anyway, so stay tuned, and here we go. All right, so we're starting off with a 1-arm row, and I know this is a little unique and you probably don't have this machine, but this is good for me because I can lean on something and kind of protect my lower back. And you know how I've always talked about I like doing Smith machine rows instead of regular barbell rows just because that tension feels better for me? Well, this is kind of a machine version of a dumbbell row. So a lot of times on a dumbbell row, you'll see people using that arc when they row. I was never really a big fan of that arc. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but it just never felt right with the dumbbell. But this kind of puts you in that range of motion just naturally by using the machine. So check this out. Just watch how the elbow travels. You can get a really good stretch. You can get a really good contraction. So this is set number 1. We're going to do sets of 6 on this today. We're going to progressively work our weight up. I'm really trying to drive my elbow up high too, and I'm really trying to flex my lat as I do the rep. So as I mentioned, I'm really trying to get my elbow up. The other thing is if you watch my other rowing videos, you know, I always talk about getting that hip up right here and stretching. Watch the little subtle move I have with my hip to really get that lower lat stretched out and working hard. Whew. All right, so we did 4 sets of 6 over there on the other machine. Now we moved over to the Arsenal row here. This is one of James' strongest movements actually. He's got really strong rhomboids. So we're going to work up here doing sets of 6 also. Again, a lot of rhomboids here. Of course, you get a little bit of rear delt and lower trap too. So just really good across your upper back. You want to go a little bit wider here in the hand placement. If you get in too close, it's a little too much bicep. So look at where James's hands are. That's a real good hand placement right there. All right, set number 4, last set. Oh man. Whew. Okay. All right, guys, we have moved on to a barbell pullover. Man, these are nice. We haven't done these in a while. So on these, on the dumbbells and kettlebells, I always tell you guys to keep your arms pretty straight. This is a little different. If you notice, James has his elbows bent, but his arms are staying in that position and he's pulling with his lats. Now we're going to bump our reps up to 8. Good. Hey, just one thing here. We have these plates are 25s. They're not 45, but the big plate allows us to set the bar down the floor without overstretching and hurting our rotator cuff. So if you can use a big plate to set the weight down, you may not have a training partner, I would do that. Just a little tip. Okay. Bend your arms. And now lats. All right, last set here. We did 4 sets of 8. Finish strong. There we go. Watch James' upper lats. Watch as they're popping out. 6, 7. Last rep. 8. All right, so we finished our barbell pullovers. So now we're doing a single arm, semi-supinated lat pull down. I really, really like these. I love these. So you're going to get some supination as you come down, but with these handles, your wrist can kind of rotate freely. A lot of people use a straight bar and their wrists are locked in kind of an unnatural position and they strain their biceps or they get tendonitis really bad. I like for your wrist to be able to move. Now, when we get to the bottom, you have your chest arched, you're driving your elbow down, get a little bit of lateral spinal flexion. So give it a little bit of a twist to the side, just to enhance that contraction there at the bottom. And your lats tie in your pelvic girdle down there too, and that's what that does. So, so supinate comfortably as you come down, really drive your elbow down. What you want to avoid is that reverse arch, like that cave look, because that turns into a bicep exercise. So stay arched, drive your elbow down, and a little bit of lateral spinal flexion. We're going to do 4 sets here. We're bumping our reps up. We start off with 6s, then we hit an 8 on the pullovers, and now we're going to take our reps up to 10. So I want you guys to hit 10 on each side. Notice how James is really squeezing hard at the bottom, driving blood in there. I can guarantee you when he gets up after the set, he'll have a lot of blood in that lower lat. All right, so we're going to finish with something really tough here. We're going to do a rack pull. You're going to do 1 rep, then you're going to do 2 shrugs. So obviously this is for spinal erectors and traps, and then your partner's going to go, and then you're going to go, and your partner's going to go. So you go back to back, and you do 20 singles. So now be careful when you pick out the weights you can use. If you're using 85–90% of your max, you'll never make it through all 20 reps. So use a weight that's manageable. And also remember, since you're doing 20 singles, on the rack pull, it's going to be 40 shrugs. And the shrug is going to be heavy. So this will destroy your spinal erectors and your traps. But pick your weight carefully. If you can barely get it after the first 4 or 5 sets, then you went way too heavy. So anyways, 20 singles, 20 rack pulls, and each rack pull you finish with 2 shrugs. All right, so that's our fall bulk back workout. So James and I today, we did that single arm row. We did the arsenal row for rhomboids. We did the barbell pullovers. We did the single arm cables, and we did that deadlift, and shrug superset. So it's a very tough one. So give that a shot, comment below, and let me know what you think. So thanks for watching as always, I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.